Osprey by Theo.
Theo, why did you choose this particular picture?
I chose it because I feel like it kind of captures the kind of the little slight aggression sort of, and also how maybe like the agility of an osprey kind of hunting, and I also like it how it's faced toward the title of the name, basically.
Fantastic, thank you.
Welcome. Table of contents: how to see an osprey, diagram, how to build a nest, osprey endangerment, the call of the osprey, break, osprey hunting, osprey versus moose, quiz, osprey in a verse.
I really don't know where to put us at that. Okay.
I put mine like up on the
Imagine you're, how to see an osprey. Imagine you're fishing on a lake when all of a sudden a bird dives into the water right in front of you. While you might think someone shot a really big bullet at you, you're wrong. You saw an osprey in the hunt. Osprey are a type of bird, and they live in the falcon. They're in the falcon family, I think. The osprey hunt and eat fish, and you will almost always see an osprey by a body of water. Osprey can live all over the world, but mostly, and as mentioned before, mostly live near water because of their diet, which is all fish. Osprey live near swamps, rivers, lakes, and streams. Unlike most birds, osprey put their nests out in the open, usually on like a pole or branches. The osprey has a cool feature on its talons. Unlike most birds, the osprey actually has curved talons to kind of help dig into fish instead of grooved talons. And its beak is designed for cutting into meat, so thank God we're not its prey. Osprey is at the top of the food chain, so it does not have a lot of predators, but their chicks get eaten often. Osprey chicks are usually targeted by raccoons and owls. Osprey also sometimes get in fights with eagles. You can usually tell if a bird is an osprey with 3 distinct features. One, the osprey are brown at the top and white at the bottom with a black beak. 2 is that osprey are whiter than most raptors, so if you see a pale raptor, you might have seen an osprey. 3 is that osprey have white wings, as stated last sentence, with a dark patch on their wrist. If you see all of these things while spotting a bird, you have seen an osprey.
So Theo, I'm impressed by that picture that you got, upper right-hand corner.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like those 2 black patches under the osprey's wings are eyes. You look at it quickly, and it looks like 2 huge black eyes, which might be a way to scare off anything that might want it.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of animals have that as their defense.
Yeah. If you look at the eyes, osprey can see in the dark. This is useful for defending itself against predators in the night. An osprey can fly up to 30 miles per hour and 50 miles per hour while diving. This is useful for catching quick swimming fish. Osprey have long legs to help reach deeper into the water and pull out some prey. While hunting, the osprey can close its talons in the blink of an eye, very useful for catching fast-moving fish. The osprey beak is long and curved to help rip into prey.
Nice job.
Okay. How to build a nest. Osprey have homes too, like all animals. Osprey build their homes a lot like ours. First, the osprey flies around an area, scouting out spots like tops of dead trees, near water, or on telephone poles at a parking lot and other man-made structures. Once this is done, ospreys start collecting branches, leaves, and sometimes long grass and bark. Once the osprey is finished building, it has to maintain the nest. It does this by constantly replacing the sticks and the bark. We should learn home designing from an osprey because they actually what?
Good photos.
Yeah.
So this was an interesting one, Theo. Why why did you choose Osprey endangerment? What made you want to put this slide in your presentation?
Because I feel like osprey, even though it's illegal to hunt them, they're actually getting hunted more frequently when they used to. Also, there was this one fact a lot of people don't actually know because I feel like that would be kind of fun to add in the slide.
And the most what do I want to say? The thing that hurts them the most, it looks like you're talking about something here that really is bringing the decline to their numbers.
Yeah.
What was that?
DDT.
As you guys can see, it was the DDT.
It like thinned out osprey eggs basically, so it like made it easier for prey to get to them, and also it can make the egg crack, so it would, and that would be bad if the egg kind of broke without.
Sometimes when man gets in the way and starts using chemicals like this DDT to take care of one species, it hurts another.
And DDT.
On.
Okay. Could you click on that?
All right, boys and girls, get ready. Here's the call of the osprey.
You don't have to watch the whole video, by the way.
Why is that?
Because it's 2 minutes and like it kind of. It sounds like a seagull.
And Tiki. What is Tiki thinking of it? Like, he moves his head up whenever like it's loud. The osprey calls loud and he moves his head up.
Okay, we'll move on.
He had something and he's like.
Here's
Theo,
the.
do you want to talk about that last slide? I wish I could go backwards, but I'm not sure I know how to do that.
The osprey call is kind of high pitched and basically it's kind of like a and it sounds kind of like a seagull in my opinion. So basically it's like it's kind of it doesn't really sound like what you think a bird like an osprey would kind of sound like. I thought it would sound more of like a cry than a chirp, sort of.
Yeah, I agree with you. Tell us about this cuteness break here.
Well, basically the baby osprey leaves the nest 8 to 10 weeks after birth. Osprey will learn to fish about 8 weeks after birth, and osprey will start to fly 7 to 8 weeks after birth. Yeah.
So everything is happening in that 8-week span.
Basically.
This was an adorable slide. Thank you for adding it.
You're welcome. And then this
All
is.
right, so this slide is a little long, and we usually make decisions onto which slides we're going to show. Do you have another video after this one, Theo?
No, I don't. Wait, let me see. No, I have no more videos after that.
Okay, so we will watch this video. Tell us a little bit about it before I press the play button.
Well, it shows a osprey hunting sort of, and I recommend you putting it on full screen, Mrs. Henderson. Also, some osprey drown from not being able to get out of the water because it tries to get too heavy of a fish, and the fish is trying to swim down. And males and females share hunting for food.
All right, let's take a look at this.
After hitting the water and grabbing the fish, the game still isn't over for the osprey and its quarry.
That is cool. The slow motion, the glitchiness is just spot on.
wings are adapted to give maximum lift from water. And this male is young and strong. This is a struggle he's destined to win.
Oops, sorry guys.
Okay.
So before you go to the slide, Theo, do you want to say anything about the last slide? Anything else?
Not really. Well,
Theo, did I lose you?
oh no. I most of the just saying most of the other videos I was looking at instead of that one, I was gonna put another one in it where the osprey actually drowns, but everybody would kill me if I did
Thank you
that.
for choosing this video. All right, boys and girls, we are at a slide that some of you did and some of you didn't do, which is fine. Some of you were assigned this and others were not.
Oh yeah.
So, Theo, instead of reading this entire slide, I want you to try and summarize a couple of things that make moose and osprey the same and a couple of things that are different between the moose and the osprey.
Well,
can you do that?
Yeah. Well, moose and osprey they both live near bodies of water, but the osprey actually depends on that body of water. The moose the moose could survive for a little while without it. Basically, the osprey could not. Osprey and moose both can live up to 25 years. A moose takes 5 years, I think, to grow, and the osprey takes 8 to 10 weeks. So that's a pretty big difference. And while moose and osprey are both said to be occasionally aggressive, they really aren't. And that's kind of a
That's
good.
great. Those are some great similarities. That difference in age maturity is incredible. 8 to 10 weeks as opposed to 5 years. Wow. Thank you.
You're welcome. So,
All right,
you
boys
learned
and girls, I am going to bring you back into this so that I can see you. Maybe. Let's see. So, Theo, it's quiz time.
Yep.
I don't know if you can see the kids.
I
See them?
can see them, yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and ask your question, and then, boys and girls, I want you to raise your hand if you think you know the answer to Theo's quiz.
Okay. How long does it take for a osprey to be full grown? Kevin.
5 years.
Wrong. Lorelai. Oh, Lorelai. Oh, she's frozen. Nora.
Can't hear you.
Oh, no, okay. Lorelai. Okay.
8 weeks.
Yes, that's correct.
You said it was 8 to 10 weeks.
Well, it's 8 through. It's close enough.
Yes, I agree, Theo. That was a good answer. 8 weeks or 8 to 10 weeks would have been fine.
What does a osprey diet consist of? Let's see. Kevin's already gone. Kevin again.
Never mind.
Oh, okay. Ryder.
Fish. They're vegetarians.
Yes, correct.
I should have stick with it though. I should have just take on top.
Okay, true or false? Young Osprey, I didn't mention this. Sorry. I don't, this, I don't think any of you know this, but true or false? Do young Osprey migrate back at the end of winter immediately?
True.
Anyone? Hold on. Kevin again.
So because Theo was asked to summarize some of his slides, we didn't get a chance to hear this one, but think about the osprey's diet being fish and how it lives near rivers and streams and lakes and ponds and things like that. Do you think a young osprey would need to migrate?
Steven. Steven?
Theo, are you going to choose someone?
Yeah, I said Steven.
Oh, Steven. I think that it does migrate back at the end of winter immediately.
It's actually false, and I don't know how you knew it. Don't know, but it's false.
Okay. That one was a false answer.
Final question. What lowered osprey population in the 60s through 70s? Samantha? Are you raising your hand? Samantha. Ryder?
So I think it was pesticides mostly, but probably the biggest impact was DDT.
Yes, correct. That's kind of...
Theo, what about number 4? Do ospreys mate for life?
Oh.
I think I know that one.
Okay, Samantha.
Go ahead, Samantha.
No?
Actually, yes, they do.
Ooh, very nice. So the next slide would be the answers.
All of that.
I think answer number 1 needed to be 8 to 10 weeks, right?
Yep.
Fish is their diet.
Mm-hmm.
False, they don't migrate. Yes, they mate for life. And the DDT answer, of course.
Yep.
Theo, tell us about this slide.
Okay, it's just kind of gives you a few.
Theo, we can't hear you.
It kind of praises Osprey and also gives you a kind of cool fact at the end. But it's not that detailed.
I'm not sure who's making that noise, but we should not be saying that over Theo. Theo, do you want to read this last one to us?
Yes. Osprey, spectacular hunter, prey to nothing, rambunctious fighter, eco-based challenges, yellow eyes at birth that change over time.
Really, really well done.
Thank you.
All right, that is our first presentation. Theo, you did amazing
Thank you.
facts about this bird. I think you know this bird inside out. You are now an osprey expert.
Yay.
Thank you for being so courageous
You're
to
welcome.
do yours first. We talked a little bit through this slideshow. Now you guys know how to do it. Remember that you're not going to read every single word of every slide, so you have to kind of